of these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think they are us.
The wishes are grouped together to provide the subroutines that make
wij
up empathy, logic, and control systems.
een route
It would make sense,
maken.
wouldn't it, that grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
Waar willen we dan heen, hè? Ik kan alleen maar de korte afstanden springen. Anders wordt het te gevaarlijk. Dan komen we zo bij het centrale punt uit.
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Veel
Oh
machines.
man.
Sorry, pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone? So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
This must be where all those missing parts from the spire have gone.
Ja,
Do
inderdaad.
you know what it does?
You would have to turn it on before we begin to understand how it works.
You'll have to prime the machine first. You'll have to prime it, Addie. You'll have to prime the machine
Ja,
first.
waar doen we dat?
This must be the primer.
It is.
Oké.
Whoa. What's it doing?
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
So it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
Oh ja. Nou, dan gaan we dat maar eens even doen. Alles primen.
What happened?
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
He was working on his machine to the very end.
You have to align the relay.
Een bed
Everett was
misschien.
living here.
The oxygen tanks at his bedside would suggest so.
Restoring Grace must have meant a great deal to him.
Moeten we daar naartoe? Pop, pop, pop. Nee, daar kan ik niet heen.
You have to align the relay. You have to align the relay.
Ja, ja, dat weet ik. Maar hoe?
You have to align the relay.
Hoe?
You have to align the relay. You have to align the relay.
Die werkt, die werkt. Dat is degene die niet goed staat.
You have to align the relay.
You have to align the relay. Ja, ik kan daar niet naartoe. Ja, misschien kan ik er wel naartoe.
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before
Oh,
adding
hier, ik zie het al. De stroom
After
komt
that,
tegen die bol
you'll
aan
become
in plaats
Grace.
van dat hij doorgaat.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different. But who's to say you won't like it?
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage would be enough to kill you.
Oh! I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
Ja, dat lijkt me
What do
goed.
you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you. And I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Addie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do. I think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Do it. Here I go. How you doing, pal?
So far, so good. Oh, keep moving, Addie. This is getting hard.
You have to hold on, pal.
Oh,
Well done. Hold on, Addie.
please
Come up.
hurry.
Loop
You'll have
it.
to move, Addie.
Loop
I can't
it.
hold it.
Jawel.
Hurry, Addie.
You did it, pal. Super proud of you.
Dan moeten we daar naartoe om die beam te realignen.
Yes. Well done.
Is it safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
You should be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
Daar.
That's it.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on Everett's machine.
You were a great friend, Addie. I've never had so much fun before you arrived.
Thanks, pal.
Dan moeten we de weg
Think
terug
of
weer
it.
vinden.
I don't remember anything before you arrived. Maybe next time, we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
You mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's caution.
I guess. But then, you'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
There is nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable life.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
So this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will, leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed. But I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
I will, pal.
You really
Well,
are the
let's
best,
go.
Addie. I think I love you.
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Addie.
Dat is deze.
You should not expect any emotional send-off from me.
Still not a fan of empathy?
A fan? No. But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use. The fact that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy logic. But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new
Zal ook wel weer
understandings.
misgaan.
Are you okay with becoming Grace?
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
What this time?
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was quite the electrician. One thing I do not understand, Addie, is why come all this way without any intention of returning home or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
I told this to Mom. There was nothing for me to return to.
Ah, but that does little to explain why you came here.
We deze even fixen.
What's wrong with it?
The relay's dip switch has reset. It will need to be configured to its hardware ID 113.
This again. This looks complex.
The sequence is on, off, 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 on.
That's it?
Zo.
You can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
If you will allow me to simulate empathy for a moment, I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
Do you think I've found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things you left behind. Your mum, your pal, your conscience. I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed, what we are here for.
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance
Ja,
has
Jack.
been
Jij mag ook gaan.
It has. Thank you, Jack.
Farewell, Addie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Dat hoop ik ook.
Perhaps it's already been worth it.
Ja.
Just you and me, Control. Still sulking, I see.
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
Ah, he speaks.
I offered you an easy path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose this path instead.
I chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Addie. You must not do this, Addie.
Oh, deze werkt gewoon. Dat scheelt.
Sorry, Addie. I cannot let you do this.
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of grace in this manner is entirely unnatural. You must not proceed.
Hij houdt de knop tegen.
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
I'm saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
She was just trying to bring Grace back.
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are in short... No!
Grace?
Yes, Addie.
You're really bright.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I've entertained guests.
Do you remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I'd gone?
I'd like to know that, yes.
Let me show you, Addie. At the center of this room is the spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way.
Ascent. Lijkt me goed.
I was programmed with one purpose, to serve the best interests of humankind. There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
The wishes.
I am the sum of human need.
How are you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that was sent from this spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Wow. Look at that. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Ah, yes. Perfect. It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had nothing to overcome, to strive for.
You shut yourself down.
I believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again.
We komen allemaal
These beacons
pilaren
are meant
uit.
to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Who chooses then?
You, Addie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years. Do you recall that yellow bloom you chose in my garden?
Ja.
It stood alongside so many others just like it. I'm not sure it suits you after all. An insatiable curiosity drives you to explore. You are drawn to adventure. You took the time to listen to the voices of so many who traveled here.
Klopt.
You threw rocks with Pal. You, Addie, are precisely what I'd hoped humans could become again. For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you, Addie. Do you wish for me to return?
Hebben wij AI nodig? Of kunnen mensen zichzelf redden? Dat is waar het over gaat. En daarmee eindigt ons avontuur hier in Return to Grace. Return to Grace. Ik zit even te kijken. Kan ik dit... is er nog een post-credits? Ik heb options en go to main menu. Maar goed, we gaan het meemaken. Dat betekent, dames en heren, dat we aan het einde zijn gekomen van Return to Grace. Hopelijk hebben jullie genoten van dit korte avontuur. Waarin wij weer een hoop hebben gezien, een hoop hebben geleerd over de mensheid. En over wat belangrijk is voor de mensheid. AI, de invloeden daarvan, waar wij natuurlijk in leven deze dagen. Dus ik zou zeggen, laat even weten in jullie commentaar hoe jullie daarin staan. En dan zal ik daarop reageren. Ik ben benieuwd. We komen zo aan het einde van de aftiteling. En dan gaan we kijken of er nog iets gaat gebeuren hier.
Small excursion, she said.
Ja, oh, Ellen is er nog.
Follow a couple leads and then back to the books. I know I should be more assertive. It's for her safety too. Not that she ever thinks about my safety.
Arme Ellen.
All the signs were there at the Wagner site. Let me bake in the mercury sun for 2 days. Doesn't seem so bad now. She could have at least shut the door behind her.
Nou, inderdaad. Arme Ellen. Nou, zo komen we aan het einde. Ik bedank jullie voor het meebeleven van dit avontuur. En ik hoop jullie weer te zien in een volgend avontuur. Dus ik zou zeggen, bedankt weer voor het kijken. En graag tot de volgende. Joejoe!